not understand why there is a war between the South Africans and the Black Americans. But as long as it is South Africa, it is an African war. And I'm in for it. I am 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 in for it. As a matter of fact, I am a Zulu. Starting from today until the end of war. So I have officially decided to practice the Zulu dance. South Africa, if you need me, I'll be there. In fact, I am there. Yes, you must win this war. You must win this war. That disrespect is too much. We are tired.
You are welcome, my sister. You are welcome. Don't worry about the Zulu dance. Even me, I am Zulu. And I don't even know the Zulu dance. Oh. Even me, I am Zulu and don't even know the Zulu. You are welcome. I am giving it to you. You are Zulu. Hey, even the Zulu dance, you do it better than me. Listen, you guys, I think the Americans don't know South Africans. They don't know. They don't know that we lived through apartheid. They need to watch more of Sarafina because they are there on TikTok starting wars. Not just one war, just war. We lived through apartheid in South Africa. They don't understand that. And that wasn't the only war we lived through. That wasn't the only struggle we lived through in South Africa. They don't understand. They think they can start something with South Africa and win. They don't understand. So I'm sure a lot of you that are on TikTok have been seeing this whole parade situation. So they have this thing in America where they do a parade. It's called a Zulu parade. Okay. So obviously when you hear the word Zulu, you are thinking that the parade is going to be about the Zulu culture. But then when you watch how they do their presentation, hi, Opopai, the way that they dress, and then they paint, they do the blackface situation. It's like, how? Where is the Zulu representation here in this presentation that they are doing? So then Amazulu on TikTok started saying, hi guys, no, you are doing this thing wrong. It's either you ask us how we want you to represent our culture in this parade of yours. No, Mike, you change the name. You must have had a reason long ago why you called this parade the Zulu parade, or change the name, or ask us how Imvunulo Yamazulu goes. Then we can, give you ideas. Yabon. I even had somebody say that they got the idea from the original Shaka Zulu movie, and I was like, no, we still have that movie here on YouTube. They were not looking like that. It's not, that thing has nothing to do with, there isn't even anybody that is South African, let alone ke amaZulu. Amukho nje umuntu ovunula kanje in South Africa. There is no African, even keke, let alone South African. There is no African who is presented like that and then in their original outfits, traditional outfit. So it has nothing to do with South Africans or Africans, let alone AmaZulu. So their response was not positive and it was very arrogant. Typical of Americans, they never want to be told. They think they know when they know nothing. This is Abantu Lava who, if you can say to them, point out to go to South Africa, where South Africa is, we map, they wouldn't be able to. But everybody in Africa, if you say, point out where America is in the map, probably even a 5-year-old would be able to do it. So it's not surprising that they responded in a very arrogant way. But some of the people on TikTok started saying things that were very, very offensive about South Africans. And guys, Listen, one thing about South Africans, we love our country and we will defend it. Okay? And sometimes Americans don't understand what one thing about South Africans is that we are not divided in defending our country, and we don't defend it in terms of black South Africans, white South Africans. Makuza ek defend any country, guys. We are a rainbow nations. So it was coming all directions. It was white South Africans, it was black South Africans. Beguza in all directions, and they couldn't stand it. We were seeing TikTokers cry after being attacked, and because of the things that they had said. And basically, you guys, I mean, what did they expect? Of course, South Africans won that war. just like many other wars that they have won on TikTok. So there are many funny, reactions that we are seeing on TikTok, you guys, because of course people are still talking about it. But Americans have to get over themselves because they think they know more than anybody. But I think that they are the most uneducated country in terms of like knowing about other people's cultures. I think other countries know more about America than they know about themselves. They don't know a lot about themselves, but they also don't know a lot about other countries, but they think they know. And the worst thing that you can be is think you know when you don't know. That's the worst thing. And to go on online and say that you know when you don't know, that is the worst thing that you can do, because the internet is going to correct you, and they are not going to correct you in a kind way. That is the thing that keeps happening to Americans, okay? And they are very, very arrogant, okay? And it's black Americans. That is the thing that I don't understand, okay? Let us teach you about being African. If you want to learn, we will teach you. But if you're going to come and be arrogant about it, you are going to be corrected, and it's not going to be in a kind way. Guys, we have lived through apartheid, So trust us, okay? We are going to teach you, not in a kind way. But if you want to learn in a kind way, we can do it. But if you're going to come and be arrogant, it's been so funny to watch, but it's been so nice, okay? But that parade, guys, when I saw it, I was like, it's about to go down. I was like, it's about to go down. And it's so nice to watch, and I'm really like, I don't even have to participate in this one. And it's about to go down, and it's been so pleasant to watch South Africans being like, okay, let's teach you a lesson or two, okay? And they taught them. And right now, they've been humbled, okay? Some of them are still fighting, but it's like, and when I just watch them, I say, it's like, yeah, just wave the white flag. When are they going to learn? You don't mess with the South African. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumayona. If you want to see all about that, parade situation, it's over there on TikTok. Thank you so much. And it's Handa Cool.
South Africans didn't start this fight. South Africans didn't start this war, this bullshit, this beef. It was black Americans from New Orleans. Let's start there. South Africans found out that the Zulu parade existed, and they said, whoa, wait a minute, we don't like that. That culturally doesn't define us, and that's not who we are. So how about you change the name? All they asked for in the beginning was for there to be a name change. And the black Americans from New Orleans said, we don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. Why would we change the name? Why would we even advocate to change the name? We don't give a fuck if it's culturally insensitive. We're still going to go, and it's still going to happen, and you're just either going to have to deal with it or shut the fuck up. That's where it started. That's where the first stone was thrown. Now, if you can't accept that, I need you to go rewatch what the fuck happened 2 weeks ago. Now, all the black Americans are talking about, oh yeah, South Americans started with us because, number one, we're black, but we're not from New Orleans. Okay, but that still doesn't negate the fact that the festival is fucked up. The parade is fucked up, okay? That's the problem. Let's address the problem in the room. They know that not every black American is from Louisiana. Shut the fuck up. When y'all call Africa a goddamn country, please, Okay? The problem is, you threw the first punch. And you didn't expect one to get thrown back. And now you have a black eye and you want to cry about it. Next time, just shut the fuck up, educate yourself, and maybe you wouldn't be in the fucking position that you're in right now.